These trees, I hate to guess how old they are. I would suspect they're easily 50 plus year trees. Hi, I'm miltonchang of Bonsaiheirloom. I'd like to show you the joy of spring. Look at how beautiful the Japanese maple tree is. This tree was planted about 20 years ago. It's a grafted variety. You can see the leaves are small and it grew quite fast. And look at all these azaleas and rhododendrons and the wildflower. They're all blooming beautifully to celebrate the beginning of the spring. So today what I'll do is I'll show you to talk all about wisteria. I will show you my landscaping wisteria. I planted maybe 10 years ago, that's all. And how beautiful they are as a landscaping tree. And then I'll show you two Wisteria Bonsai, which I really love. Maybe I'll show you next week also to see how the progression of the blooming. So let's get going. Let's go take a look at the Wisteria tree. So as we walk along, you can see the birch trees, which probably could use a little bit more water. And then the azaleas. This one has a little bit more water and it's doing well. And these are very unusual sago trees. These are the Taiwan gensus, which grows very big, almost like a palm tree. And then this is a weeping Japanese maple. And this is Astamaria. It dies back in the summer because this area doesn't get any water. And yet wintertime it comes right back year after year because it's got rhizome underneath of it, so it's really easy. Now here's one with tree wisteria. You can see the flower is pink. It's not very big, in a sense not very long bunch of flower. And that's a smaller variety, but the pink is quite attractive. And then here's another one. And this one gets a little bit more water and it grows a little bit bigger. And this one gets even more water. You can see how big it is. Become a tree form. I've been clipping it. It becomes a tree wisteria. This is about 10, 12 years old, which is not very old, but starting to look presentable. Now this one is a lot more impressive. And it's called, I believe it's called Black Dragon. You can see it grows very vigorously, and the flowers are really fragrant. And this may be a little bit too big. The bundle may be a little bit too big for bonsai, but that grows really, really fast. And then here's a white one. You can see it's really quite pretty. And this, the Taiwan gensus sago palm, it looks kind of sad. And the reason is that because the new fawn is going to come out, and this is a female, so it will have lots of seeds in it. So this is what is called Pride of Madeira. It's again a Mediterranean plant. It's a food of bees, and it's different tones of color. You can see this is blue. That's not quite as nice and blue. And that's almost white. So what I've been doing is that I cut off the ones I don't like. Like I will cut off the white ones and then take the seeds from the ones that are darker to spread them around. And they'll come up year after year. And I have a whole row of it very easily. I want you to share the joy of these two wisteria trees that are in full bloom. And I would maybe next week show you the stage of development. And it really only lasts 2 or 3 weeks before it kind of starting to look a little raggedy. But it's worth the effort. The flower is so beautiful and fragrant. And early on, I show you the tree for landscaping with wisteria tree for landscaping. Those were only about 10, 12 years old, and yet they are decent tree size. And these are very, very old bonsai because there's no drastic cut to show the taper. So these trees are really, really very old. It's really hard to find. And so I'm really glad that I have them. So let me talk a little about wisteria. Wisteria is very easy to grow, but they grow very unwieldy. So unless you have you start with a bonsai wisteria in a growing pot, rather, a bonsai pot, and you start working on it, make it grow, the likelihood it's going to be way too big to cut back to make into a bonsai without big drastic cuts. And so there are several varieties of wisteria. They range from Japan, Vietnam, China, and also America, in south of Canada, and into the southern states. And there are two kinds of, there are many kinds of wisteria in the sense that many hybrids, but primarily Japanese and Chinese. And there's also a dwarf variety, which I've seen available for sale in the trade. They're very well behaved, small little wisteria, but I've never seen it bloom. I'm not sure what the reason is, so I hesitate to have those for bonsai. And the biggest wisteria on record is in Southern California near Los Angeles called Sierra Madre. And the tree is supposed to be, at least one time it was there. It's a Chinese variety. It covers a whole acre. Can you imagine the amount of bloom when it blooms? So wisteria is a wonderful growth tree. They're a little bit hard to collect. They're not hard, but they're hard to find, good trunk that the people are willing to part with the vine in the garden. Then you cut it back. If it shoots out, then you can use the branches to start your bonsai. But when you dig, you'll find very, very little fibrous roots. The roots are usually big, but they will actually are viable, so it's okay. So cut them back, put them in a growing pot, let them leaf out, and then start working on it, wire it or cut it back or whatever. And so I think that's pretty much the introduction I have for wisteria. And as far as propagation, the easiest is by air layering. You can ground layer. When they send out a long shoot, you stick it in the ground and pull it up. It will root about less than a year. And I have not done cuttings, but I was told that you take the soft growth, like a semi-hardened growth of the new growth, and they root fairly quickly. So rather than worrying about the type of wisteria that you get, but it's look at the flowering characteristic, the color you like, the size of the flower, and so forth, and the fragrance, and then get your own, make your own bonsai. So these trees, I hate to guess how old they are. I would suspect they're easily 50 plus year trees that have been working on probably for 25, 30 years because there's very little kind of a cut mark. Everything is filling out nicely. And what I'll do in about 6 months, I will show you how to cut it back when it grows wildly and to keep it in shape and continue to make the trunk get bigger. I think these are incredible trees, so I'm happy to share with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much and see you next week. Well, thank you very much for watching today's video. Subscribe to our channel and tell a friend. And most importantly, go to our website and sign up to become our VIP so that we can send you announcements of special considerations. Thank you very much. See you next week.